Welcome back to Harmonize Your Life Conversations on Self-Care for Women of Color podcast with your host, Dr. Tony G. Alvarado. I am so excited to have you with us today in the podcast studio as we have begun season 8 of our podcast. We have been doing this podcast now, facilitating these conversations for over 2 years now. We are into our second year of these podcast conversations. And I want to thank each and every one of you for the way you have engaged with our audience, with our guests, and with the topics that we have been bringing to you. We're bringing information, inspiration, motivation on self-care, wellness, fitness, mental health, all types of issues that impact the quality of our lives. And I'm so grateful today to have another intriguing conversation in the podcast studio, a wonderful guest that will be with us today in the podcast studio, as we'll talk about today skincare and self-care. That's going to be our topic on today. And I know that you will be informed and enlightened as we go through our conversation. We'll be right back right after this. Well, I'm excited again to have another sister in the podcast studio. We have with us today Pastor Crystal Stalling. Crystal Stalling is a native of Phoenix City, Alabama. She is a wife, a mother, a grandmother. I know she don't look like a grandmother, but she's a grandmother, a senior pastor of the Kingdom Ambassador Worship Center in Atlanta, Georgia, an alumnus of the University of Georgia, where she obtained her MBA where she obtained her Master of Business Administration degree, a current PhD student at the Liberty University, and she is an independent business owner of her very own Mary Kay skincare and cosmetic business. Crystal has a passion for enriching women's lives through skincare, building lifelong relationships with customers, and offering entrepreneurship opportunities through Mary Kay. Crystal advises that self-care must include skincare and is essential to maintaining a healthy lifestyle. As an independent business owner of Mary Kay skincare line, she encourages others to maintain healthy skincare by utilizing Mary Kay quality skincare regimen sets. And she also mentors and empowers women to be leading ladies in the marketplace through entrepreneurship with Mary Kay. What Crystal likes most about Mary Kay is the company's values: God first, family second, and career third. Her overall goal is to help individuals look amazing, feel amazing, and be amazing. Shine bright and be beautiful with Mary Kay, like future director Crystal Stalling, running your own business and embracing and becoming the person you want to be is what she says. Discover how these opportunities fits your life today and go for it. All right, Crystal, it's good to have
Amen.
you in the studio.
It's good to be here, Dr. Tony. Thank you so much for inviting me to serve on your platform. I am excited about this opportunity.
Well, I'm excited and I'm so grateful to have you as a part of my self care community. Just by the way, you all, Crystal is a member of the Harmonize Your Life Self Care Network. She joined last year before last. And I'm just so grateful to have her as a part of the network. And listen, when you join our network, you get connected to women like Crystal and others who are part of our network that bring us information. So many of them have been guests on the podcast, and we have other times where we connect one with the other through our retreats and our tea time with Dr. Tony and other things that we have going on in the self-care network. So listen, Crystal, I am so appreciative of you and us having this conversation about skincare and self-care. Now,
Yes.
let me just say this as we get into our conversation. I um, I am of the belief that skincare and self-care go together, right?
Yes.
And so I wanted to have this conversation with you and find out from you why you're passionate about skincare and
Mm-hmm.
why you're passionate about the work that you're doing as a consultant with Mary Kay.
Mm-hmm. Well, Dr. Tony, it all began when I was searching for a fun and flexible way to enrich my life. It was all about me at that moment, while at the same time making impact in the lives of others. I realized that I needed to do something else for me. And self-care is surrounded around doing something for yourself, empowering yourself. So it started out being about me, self-care. I wanted something to bring in an extra stream of income. I like to shop. I like to travel. So I wanted something that I could call my own business also and be my own boss. I don't want to work for somebody else, all of my life. I'm at a stage in my life now to where I want to be my own boss and be successful not only in ministry but in the marketplace. So I discovered that not only was being a business owner of Mary Kay beneficial for me, but it gave me the opportunity to enrich and empower others in self care and in entrepreneurship, to see other women launch their business and experience the freedom and flexibility that it brings. And along with the company's values being God first, family second, and career third, it fit, my personal life. It fit my ministry. It just fits.
It
It,
is
it, it was a perfect fit for what I was looking for. It was like an answer, to prayer, and to
okay.
be able to mentor and to be a part of other women's long life success story. And it's a marketplace ministry is really what it is. It's a part of what I do in ministry. I encourage already, I enrich and I empower people with the tools needed to live an amazing life. So Mary Kay, being a business owner of Mary Kay, just really extended my platform and gave me a larger reach than I already had. Sometimes we like narrow ministry down to just inside of the four walls of the church, but
Yeah.
it really does extend out into the marketplace. It's so
Mhm.
many different ways that you can impact and inspire other women. Like I've been inspired just by watching you, work out. Fitness has really been inspiring me to work out, to take care of myself, do more self care, expand my self care beyond skincare, but to do that physical fitness, keep moving so that I can stay healthy and live that long life that God has for me.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. So, how long have you been doing this work?
I have been doing Mary Kay now for 6 years.
Okay. All right. So you've been doing this now, and along with pastoring your church.
Along with pastoring my church, along with going to school, along with working a regular job. I work from home for a company. So, I have a very busy. I'm a mother, my adult children. I have grandchildren. I have a very busy schedule, but
Okay.
it still fits into my routine because it's mine. That
Okay.
self care. You always have to make room for you. That self
Okay.
care.
Okay,
Hmm.
good. Okay. So you said what I like, one of the reasons I wanted us to talk about it, because I've heard you say this before, skincare is self-care, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
when you say skincare is self-care, why do you say that? What makes you say skincare is self-care? Because sometimes people think about self-care, but they don't always think. Of course, some people think, okay, I'm going to the spa, I'll get a facial, and those kind of things. Yeah, those are um important, and they're aspects of how we engage in skincare. But what's your philosophy behind the whole idea that skincare is self-care?
Self care to me is to ensure you are doing something to enrich, encourage, enhance, and empower yourself so that you can be a better you. So,
Okay.
how does skincare play a role in self care? It empowers you to look amazing, feel amazing, and be amazing. Because when you look amazing, when you look good and feel good about how you look, it makes you feel good about yourself. It builds your self esteem, it builds your confidence, and you're able to go out and be more productive each and every day in the things that you desire to do.
Okay. Okay. So for you, when you say skincare, it's about self-esteem and things
Hmm.
of that nature. Okay. So is skincare a form of self-love?
Skincare is a form of self love. Self love is when you do things to enhance your physical, emotional, mental, and intellectual, as well as your social and spiritual aspect of your life. So, skincare enhances these areas of our lives. It affects our physical appearance, it affects our emotional and mental state, like,
Mhm.
for instance, some people, when they don't like what they see in the mirror, they experience a lot of depression, they experience a lot of anxiety. So it enhances our intellectual ability. When we're not happy or in a depressive mood, intellectually, we're not sharp, or nor
Okay.
do we receive, but we go into a shutdown mode or into a shell, which
Mm.
affects our social aspect. And oftentimes we stop praying, we stop fellowshipping, we stop praising and worshiping God because we're in that shutdown mode. But skincare enhances and empowers us from a physical appearance, our emotional state, and our mental state.
Wow, wow. But so it's a holistic approach.
Yes,
You
it's
know,
a
now
holistic approach.
and what I think what some people do not realize is that your skin is the largest organ on your body.
Mm-hmm.
You think
Yes.
about it. Every you all it's an organ, and it covers your entire body. So the skin is the largest organ on your body. One of the things I get complimented on often is my skin. People
Mm-hmm.
will say, "Oh my God, your skin," and I tell people, I my skincare is important to me, just like every other aspect of my hygiene. So I get regular facials. I drink a lot of water. I don't drink
Mm-hmm.
anything but water or herbal tea. I don't drink carbonated drinks or anything like that. That would interfere with the health of my skin or cause any um, toxicity in my skin and that
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. So
Yes.
I recognize that my skin is an organ and it is the largest organ of my body. And so I need to
Mm-hmm.
take care of it. And so when
Yes.
you say skincare is a form of self love because it enhances how we look, so it's our physical appearance, it's our emotional, it meets us at an emotional level,
Mm-hmm.
psychological level, and even a intellectual. I love what you said, intellectual level,
Mm-hmm.
because if I'm down on myself, or whatever, it does impact the way I'm
Yes.
processing or thinking, or you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying, or taking in information. And so, yeah, that's I like that. So you approach it from a holistic um, a, um way of looking at life.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So why is it important for our self-esteem? Why would skincare be important for our self-esteem?
It's important for our self-esteem, Dr. Tony, because some people tend to minimize skincare, and they think it's not a necessary option, but it's
Mm,
something that you do, if you just want to do it. And of course, you have the choice whether you do it or not, but it is a necessary option, and it plays such a strong role when it comes to our psyche, from a psychological
mm,
standpoint.
mhm.
um, when you love yourself, when you really love yourself, you take care of yourself. And that includes not just internally, but externally. From head to toe, you take care of yourself when you love yourself. Whatever you love, you take care of. So it's very important when it comes to our self-esteem, because it keeps us in a more of uh, a mode of encouragement. It makes it, when I take care of myself, it makes me happy. It keeps me excited. And when I'm happy and excited, I'm ready to go and just conquer whatever comes before me. It gives you that extra strength, that extra
Confidence.
boost you
That
need. Yeah,
confidence.
that confidence you need. No
Yeah.
matter what you face in life, you are confident. You're looking good, you feeling good, and you are confident that you can conquer the world.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow. So are there any so talk to us about your skincare regimen. What do you do
Mm-hmm.
for your skincare?
My skincare regimen, let me say this real quick, Dr. Tony. And what we have to realize is we influence other ladies. So when we
Oh,
take care of ourselves, we
oh,
influence other ladies to take care of themselves. And there's
yeah.
so many young ladies out there now that need to know or be taught how to take care of themselves, how to exercise that skincare. So we become that influence in that arena that we need to be as
Oh,
women to
wow.
influence our younger women. Hmm.
Mhm. One of the things I
Yes,
say about self-care is that self-care, when you take care of you, you give others permission to take care of themselves.
yes, I
So
like
that's
that.
the influence piece that you're talking about.
Hmm. Yes.
That when we take care of ourselves, and it's not about
Hmm.
necessarily looking like you walked out of a magazine cover every moment of the
Right,
day or
right. Hmm.
whatever, but it does motivate and inspire
Hmm.
others to do better or to take care of themselves and to see that it can be done. And it doesn't have to be really expensive or anything like that, but it can be done. So, talk to us
Yes.
about some of your self care routines and some of the things that you offer in skincare.
Okay. So when it comes to my personal skincare, and I like what you just said about you don't have to always look like you stepped out of a magazine. You don't have to always look like we look today, all made up for the camera. But when you practice good skincare, you feel confident even when you don't have your makeup on, because
Okay.
your skin is still nice. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You have
Uh-huh.
a natural beauty because you've taken the time to go through those extra steps to make sure that you age gracefully each and every day.
Okay.
So my skincare regimen consists of a daily regimen. I use Time Wise Repair, Mary Kay Time Wise Repair daily regimen, and it consists of a cleanser, a day cream, a night cream, and an eye cream. And the cleanser gets all of that toxic, those toxic element that you're exposed to all throughout the day. What we don't realize, our body is covered, with our clothing, but our face is always exposed. So
Mhm.
all of the elements that's in the air come in contact with our face. All of
Mhm.
that dirt and grime that you see on your car, it gets on your face. So the
Wow.
people that wake up in the morning and just wash their face with warm water, because I hear so many people say, I just wash my face with warm water, and pat it off with a rag. You're really not cleansing your skin. Like you
Yeah.
can't take a shower with just warm water without using some type of a cleansing agent.
Can't wash
You
your car
can't,
with just
right?
warm. Right,
Warm
right.
water, right?
Right.
Now to get all the dirt and grime off, you just doing a rinse, and you can't cleanse your
It
skin
ain't even
properly.
rinsed because it's still there. Yeah, I get you.
So
Uh-huh.
you can't cleanse your skin properly. And there's so many people that does that. They get up in the morning and they say they just put warm water on their face and they, pat it off with a rag and they go on about their day. So just think about somebody that's been doing that for years, haven't
Wow.
really been cleansing their skin, their pores, all that toxic that's still just sitting in their pores. So I use that cleanser because it purifies, cleanse all of the toxics out of my skin each and every day. And then I use that moisturizer. A moisturizer, we have the day cream and the night cream. And the
Uh,
day cream in the moisturizer, it has a sunscreen in it, so it protects you, against all of the sun rays. And then the
mm,
night cream has the retinol, and it does that work that it does on your skin at night while you're asleep. So I like to tell people that this Time Wise repair set, it does several things. It revitalizes, it reclaims, it restores, it reactivates, and then it reawakens. So it
and
does
it revitalizes, it
revitalizes,
reclaims,
yes,
it
mm-hmm,
restores, and reactivates,
activates and reawaken,
and
gives you
re
that glow back. Yeah, gives you that glow back. Take away all that dullness that you experience as a result of not cleansing your skin, um,
mm,
and it gives you that glow back.
okay.
So I use this routine every day. It has the cleanser, the day cream, the night cream. Then it has a lifting serum. That lifting serum keeps your face tight and
Okay.
minimizes, the drooping that you can experience as you get older, as you
Mhm,
begin to gain weight and go through different physical changes, throughout your life. It
mhm.
keeps that skin tight.
O
It keeps that, you maintain that elasticity in your skin. So I
Okay.
love that lifting serum is my favorite, one of my favorite pieces in that set. And then you have the eye cream that you use around the eye area, and it minimizes and reduces the dark rings that you can get around your eyes, as well
Mhm,
as the wrinkles, the crow feet that you can get in the corner of your eyes. It
uh-huh.
minimizes, the overall set minimizes uh, aging. Now we know
Okay.
we can't stop aging. Aging is
No.
going to take its place,
Mhm,
but we can
mhm.
do things to minimize so that we can age gracefully and still maintain that beauty, that
Okay.
natural beauty. So I use that every
I was gonna say
morning and
every day.
every night before
Mhm.
I go to bed, in the mornings and at night, because
So
you
talk
want to
about
refresh.
why it's important to
Mhm.
do it every morning and every night.
It's important to do it every morning because you want to um, refresh your skin every morning. Some people say, well, when you get up in the morning, you don't really need to wash your face because you ain't been nowhere but the bed. But whether you just been in the bed or not, there's still particles in the air,
Yeah.
that you encounter every day. So you need to refresh and
Yeah.
use your skincare regimen twice a day. And I
O
use a brush to apply my cleanser. It's a sonic brush that Mary Kay also have. It's an
mm,
electric sonic brush, and it
okay.
really gets deep into the pores. It
Mhm.
gets more than you could get with if you were doing it with your hands. So if
Okay.
you cleanse your face with your hands and go behind it with the brush, you will see the dirt on the brush because you won't get it all,
Okay. I
especially if you wear cosmetics. You want to
uh,
use that brush to cleanse your skin. And then it gives you that pampering moment in the morning time to where you're really using that brush and you're pampering yourself, early in the morning, getting ready for the day. And I tell people, make sure you go under the chin, get that neck area because that neck ages quick. And if you wear your hair short like me and you, Dr. Tony, I tell people, take that brush back here. Take it back here and get the back part of your neck because you
yeah.
don't want the ugly neck. You don't want the ugly neck in the back, right? So pamper yourself back there behind your neck. Put some product back there so you can keep that looking good while you wearing, the short look like me and you. So I use that routine every day. And if I skip, I can tell. If I
Wow.
skip, I can tell. You can tell if you skip. I don't feel right if I skip. So
Okay.
I make sure I use that routine every day. In
O
addition to that, there's some other additional beauties that I use in my routine as well. I make sure I do a mask every week, at least once a week. I do my
Okay.
microdermabrasion at least twice a week. And I like
O
to do mine on Wednesdays and weekends. And that microdermabrasion, that's like a scrub. It gets all of the dead skin off of your face because we know our body grow a layer of dead skin
Mhm.
each and every day. So you want
Okay.
to remove all of that dead skin off your face with that microdermabrasion, and then follow up with a pore minimizer because you cleaned out your pores. So you're going to use a cream that's a pore minimizer to minimize those pores. That's another product that I use every week as well, in addition to my mask. We have two masks uh, that I use. That's the Choco mask. It
Uh,
purifies, take all the toxins out the skin, and I
oh,
follow up with the gel renewing mask behind it to hydrate my skin back
oh,
after I remove all the toxins out of my skin. So this is self-care is work. Self-care is work,
yeah,
but you got
yeah.
to love yourself enough to realize, okay, I really love myself. I care about my health care from a holistic standpoint. So I'm going to do what I need each and every day to make sure that I'm aging gracefully and that I can maintain a healthy lifestyle while I'm here upon the face of the earth, carrying out the will of God for my life. Don't give up on yourself, but love yourself enough to take the time to take care of you so that you can be a better you, a better you.
Wow. Whew, you said a whole lot there. You don't have to back up just a little bit, Crystal, and just you said something. You said self-care is work. And
Yes.
so because when you hear about all the stuff you're doing with
Mm-hmm.
your skincare regimen, that's work. So you have to
Yes.
prepare, right? You have to make the
Mm-hmm.
investment in the product
Right.
and in
Yes.
the you got to make the financial investment in the product,
Uh-huh.
and you got to make the time
The
investment
time.
to do
Yes.
to do the work. And so self-care doesn't just happen, and skincare doesn't just happen because we
Right.
want beautiful skin, or we
Mm-hmm.
want to feel better, or we want to be a
Mm-hmm.
better us, but we have to invest in it, invest time,
Yes.
invest
Yes.
resources. And a lot of times women say things like, well, I can't afford. But I
Mm-hmm.
promise you, if we look at your budget and look at where you're spending your money, I promise you, I can find somewhere where you're wasting money or you're wasting time on something else for somebody else that you could be using on you.
Mm-hmm. On something that's unhealthy that you
Oh,
could be invested in something that's more healthy. Yes.
or maybe or spending it up all on your children or spending it all up
Mm-hmm.
on everybody else that has a need or whatever,
Right.
and not
And not
realize
taking care of you.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So my self-care regimen includes my skincare. I get facials once a month with my esthetician. I get
Mm-hmm.
I of course I have my routine that I do daily, but I get massages. I see my chiropractor once a month. I have a trainer. I have to pay these people. My hairstylist.
Yes.
But
Mm-hmm.
it's all a part of my self-care, going to
Self
my
care.
doctor's routines, paying those co-pays, paying the insurance, paying for my insurance, all of that stuff. It's an investment in living a holistic uh and nurturing or harmonized, as I like to say, lifestyle. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
I
Yes.
love that. You said self-care is work, and it is. It
Yes.
is.
And I've
So
had so many people tell me that, oh, I don't have time to put all that on my face every morning. I'm busy. I got to get up and go to work. I don't have time to go through that whole routine every morning before I go to work. That's where you have to realize the value of taking care of you before you go take care of everybody and everything else.
wow, the
Mm-hmm.
value of taking care of you
Mm-hmm.
before you go take care of everybody and everything else.
Everything
So,
else.
what do you say to the woman who's listening to us today who says, I have skin issues? Some people say, well, I have oily skin, I got dry skin,
Mm-hmm.
I get acne and things of that nature. How do you talk to women, or what is your approach when you're
Mm-hmm.
dealing with women with different skin tones, different skin types,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe having skin issues?
Right.
What's your
Well, what
approach?
I do is I sit down and I talk to them and find out what their issue is. You want to find out what their need is because we do customize skincare to the individual lady's need. So if
Okay.
you're dealing with something like acne, we're going to recommend a skincare regimen that's more conducive for someone that has a lot of acne in their skin. We do have a skincare regimen called Clear Proof and uh, botanicals. that a lot of our customers who deal with agony, they use those two types of skincare regimens to help reduce the agony. And then once they get that under control, they move either to the Time Wise Repair, which is for 40 and up, or the Miracle 3D Time Wise set, which is for 40 and below. And you have some people who like all natural products, and we do have a naturally skincare regimen line as well that we share with
Okay.
individuals who like all natural product.
Okay. All
So we
right.
do the customized regimens based on your skincare need, that individual. The first thing we ask them is, what are the different challenges? What do you want to see different about your skincare? What do what do you not like about your skincare? What do you want to see different about your skincare?
Okay.
So that we could
So
customize it.
so it sounds like to me, because it's, I know a lot of people that are into Mary Kay and are directors and future directors like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Um um what oftentimes I always thought of Mary Kay more so as just cosmetics, but it
Mm-hmm.
sounds like to me it's not just cosmetics, it is a skincare company.
It's a skincare company. We're more so skincare than we are cosmetics. And like
Oh,
you said, a lot of people look at it as, okay, lipstick. I know what you're talking about, eyeshadow. No, skincare, because we teach skincare before we teach cosmetics. We teach you how to care for your skin before you apply cosmetics. We want you to have that. Skincare is the foundation to uh, uh, to maintaining a healthy skin.
okay.
Skincare is the
Yeah.
foundation
So,
to maintaining a healthy
so
skin
so we
before
don't
you apply
start with
cosmetics.
cosmetics, we start with
Right.
skincare.
Skincare. Yes. We
Mhm.
start with
That's
skincare.
right. Because you said something earlier. You said so that even when I'm not wearing makeup, my skin,
Right.
because my skin is healthy and it's alive and it's vibrant, I don't
Yes.
always have to wear makeup. Now, my daughter Ariel is not a big makeup person. She'll wear it
Mm-hmm.
every now and then for special occasions or whatever. But for the most part, she doesn't really do the whole makeup thing. And
Right.
so, but I always am, on her about taking care of her skin. So because she's
Mm-hmm.
not into makeup, and she
Mm-hmm.
has a very natural beauty that,
Mm-hmm.
whether she wants to wear makeup or not, it's on
Mm-hmm.
her.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's not into wearing makeup, especially every day. Some people will
Right.
wear it, like my daughter, for special occasions, but are not into
Mm-hmm.
it for everyday look.
Mm-hmm.
And there are days where I go, just yesterday, usually 2 or 3 days out the week, I don't put any makeup on unless I'm
Mm-hmm.
really going out, or like you said, I'm going to be on camera. And
Right.
COVID, we've been working from home. If I'm not going to be
Mm-hmm.
on camera, if my work doesn't require me to be on camera, I just and it depends on what type of camera I'm doing too. If I'm just jumping on
Mm-hmm.
Zoom, I'm not going to have on a whole full makeup or whatever. But if I'm doing something like this, where I'm recording my
Mm-hmm.
podcast or something like that, I'll of course apply more makeup. But my skincare is every day and it's morning and evening. And so
Yes.
yeah, so that's so important. I'm so glad you said
Yes.
that, because a lot of people think that they don't have to do skincare at night either. They think,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go to bed and get up in the morning and wash my face. No, we have to do both. Right, right,
Yes.
right.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. So this has been really, really good. I am so glad you were able to come on and talk to us about the importance of skincare, and skincare being self-care, and how we ought to look at our
Mm-hmm.
skincare and the
Mm-hmm.
investment that we need to make in ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
um for skincare, and the work that we should put in, because self-care is work. If we're going to take care of ourselves, we need to put in the
Yes.
necessary work
Yes.
in caring for ourselves. So listen, I want to be able to tell people where they can find you, Crystal. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I want to be able to do that. First of all, let me just do a little station identification for those who are listening or watching us on YouTube. You are listening to or watching the Harmonize Your Life Conversations on Self-Care for Women of Color podcast with your host, Dr. Tony G. Alvarado. You can find this podcast on Anchor, on Apple, on Google, on Spotify, or you can go to our YouTube channel. If you're not watching us on YouTube, I want to invite you to go to my YouTube channel at Dr. Tony G. Alvarado. Go to my YouTube channel, like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us, because when you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, what you do is you allow our content to come up in search engines. Google and YouTube are the biggest search engines in the world. And so when people want to know about self-care, when they want to know about health, wellness for Black women, wellness for women of color, self-care for women of color, skincare for women of color, guess what? They go to Google and they type in those keywords. And because so many of you all have liked, subscribed, and shared, commented on these podcast conversations, this podcast comes up in the Google Analytics more readily, or we go up in their search engine. And so we're easier to find. And you know what? There's a whole lot of junk out there. There's a whole lot of misinformation out there, and a whole lot of content that's not motivating or uplifting our community. And that's why I'm out here. That's why, listen, with all this work that I do, I could be doing something else other than doing a podcast. But I believe God has moved me, like Crystal said. Not only am I a pastor, but ministry goes beyond the four walls of our local church. And so this new space that God has me in since the pandemic pushed me out here with this podcast so that I can be a source of information, a source of motivation, a source of inspiration for women of color in topics such as self-care, health, wellness, and all the things that help us to live a holistic and healthy life. So do so. Go to our YouTube channel, like and subscribe, follow the podcast, and it will be a blessing in your life. I also want you ladies to join us in the Harmonize Your Life Women's Self-Care Network. Join the Self-Care Network. We talk about issues like this in the network. You help us in the network to continue to do this type of work. When you join the Self-Care Network, you can connect with women like yourself and I who are concerned not just about self-care for ourselves, but for our entire community. We are listening today, and we're talking today. Our dialogue partner today is Crystal Stalling, Pastor Crystal D. Stalling. We've been talking about self-care, skincare, and self-care. Pastor Crystal Stallings, you can find her. Number one, she's the pastor of the Kingdom Ambassadors Worship Center, and she is a Mary Kay skincare and cosmetics consultant. You can find her there. You can follow Crystal at at crystalstalling.com. Her website information is on the screen here. Follow her or go to her website and get more information about the work that she is doing. Go there to crystalstalling.com, or you can find her at marykay.com/Crystal Stalling. You can find her at all of those in all of those places. I also want you to know, ladies, that you can follow her on Facebook at Pastor Crystal D. Stalling, or you can go to IG and find her at Pastor Crystal D. Stalling there on Instagram. Pastor Crystal, thank you so much for being a part of our Harmonize Your Life Conversations on Self-Care for Women of Color podcast. Thank you again for being here today. And is there anything else that you would like to share with us before we sign off today?
I would just like to say, Dr. Tony, studies show that daily skincare regimen can dramatically reduce levels of stress.
Wow.
So it's not only an option that we can consider, but it is an option that we should consider to maintain a healthy lifestyle each and every day. And I just want to leave everybody with this, Ephesians 2:10. And I'm going to read it to you from the Amplified Version. It says, "We are his workmanship, his own masterwork, a work of art, created in Christ Jesus, reborn from above, spiritually transformed, renewed, ready to be used for good works, which God prepared for us beforehand taking paths which he set, so that we walk in them, living the good life which he prearranged and made ready for us. Choose to live the good life that he has prearranged and made ready for you by choosing to empower yourself to be that better you. And one of the ways that you do this is through self-care, which includes and begins with that daily skincare regimen. So turn up your self-care today with Mary Kay Skincare and Cosmetics.
Ooh, girl, I love it. I love that. Turn up your self-care today with Mary Kay Skincare and Cosmetics. And
Yes.
Crystal Starling, you can go right to her page and get what you need for your skincare and your self-care.
And
Thank you.
thank you again, Dr. Tony, for inviting me.
Oh, thank you. You were a wonderful dialogue partner. And I pray that those that are listening to us will take heed to what you share with us today, all of those nuggets that you gave us, and that they will follow you and connect with you so that they can be a better you, a better them. Amen.
Yes,
Amen.
yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, you all. That's all we have for this week. Follow us again. Join us again next week for another intriguing conversation on self-care for women of color with your host, Dr. Tony G. Alvarado. We'll see you soon. Hi, this is Dr. Tony Alvarado, and I want to personally invite you to join the Harmonize Your Life Women's Self-Care Network. Join us for fitness motivation, health and wellness information, inspiration, self-care strategies, and ideas for creating harmony in your life. As a certified health and wellness coach, it is one of my greatest honors to support women in their fitness, health, wellness, and self-care goals. Join the Harmonize Your Life Women's Self-Care Network, and we will do you good on your journey.